don't want to give in, you don't want to be afraid, but you know, it's still there.
A lot of people thought you weren't going to perform again.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to either.
Just moments after she stepped off stage, tragedy struck.
Earlier this morning, a 23-year-old man was arrested.
These are kids. There's a lot of question. There's some anger.
There are no words.
But what shocking loss made things even worse?
Police received a 911 call from an unidentified male.
So sorry, I'm falling apart.
And why was Jim Carrey the only one who could help?
I don't want to be this character anymore. It's too much for me. You can never be happy. You know what I mean? It's not where happiness comes from.
We just have to be there for each other as much as we can, because you never know, you know.
As a young actor, Ariana looked up to one star above the rest.
My childhood crush, my lifelong crush is Jim Carrey. I love him so much.
Following in her hero's footsteps, Ariana used her talent to make others laugh. But her powerful voice quickly caught the world's attention.
One thing you don't know about Ariana Grande is that she literally sings everything.
By 2013, Ariana was topping the charts and in love with fellow musician Mac Miller.
She's like the greatest person in the world. She's like an angel.
If we walk, baby.
It makes me happy.
Ariana was living the dream until it all came crashing down.
We heard the horrific news coming out of Manchester. There had been an incident at Ariana Grande's concerts. We'll all go to bed, holding our little ones even tighter this evening.
Ariana admits she's now broken. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. I don't have words. No official word yet if Ariana will cancel her world tour, as dozens of families in Manchester continue to search for missing loved ones.
Ariana was haunted by what happened at her concert.
I feel like the luckiest, most blessed girl in the world, you know? So I almost feel guilty that I have it.
So she buried her pain to play the character the world expected.
Less than 2 weeks following the tragedy, she was back center stage in Manchester again. A benefit concert she organized for the victims.
You know, you want to set the same example. You want to keep going. And you want to just not be afraid, because, of course, that's what they want. And if you give them that, then they've won.
Little did she know, her hero had fallen into the same trap.
I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character.
But nothing could have prepared Ariana for what happened next.
Police received a 911 call from an unidentified male. The rapper was found dead at his home at just 26 years old.
She went into hiding, terrified to show her weakness. But on the inside, Ariana was at her breaking point.
You don't want to give in, you don't want to be afraid, but you know, it's still there.
Just when she needed it most, Jim shared an important lesson.
Because you're trying to be something for the world. Depression is your body saying, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Ariana realized that she would never heal by hiding her pain.
Some dark shit out there, man.
Were you having an anxiety attack?
Well, I was having lots of them.
Mental health is so important. People don't pay enough mind to it because we have things to do. We have schedules, we have jobs, we have, kids and places to be and pressure to fit in, and people don't pay attention to what's happening inside.
By opening up through her music, Ariana healed alongside her fans.
We just have to be there for each other.
But when Ariana tried to thank her hero, she received another surprise.
There's this weird kind of connection that happened over the internet. She was saying she was a fan. She's been a fan forever. I was going through certain things publicly that she felt were somehow strengthening to her, and I'm glad of that.
Touched by Ariana's story, Jim invited her onto his show, Kidding. And in 2019, Ariana's lifelong dream came true. She finally met her hero.
Hi, Ariana.
I was kind of nervous to meet him because I was like, he's been my crush forever, and what if he's not as nice as I'm expecting? And he was so over the top nice and perfect, and he was his classic Jim Carrey. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Be nice. Remember, be nice.
And it's so nice to meet somebody whom you admire, who you think is a singular talent, who suddenly comes into your world and is coming there openly and lovingly. And she really was wonderful to be around.
Together, they teach us that the first step to healing is sharing your truth.
Because ultimately, we're not the avatars we create. We're not the pictures on the film stock. We are the light that shines through. Risk being seen in all of your glory.
Seeing people be there for one another and help each other heal, and therapy and time, you find the light eventually. And it's still, you know, a work in progress, but I think the sense of community that I saw in response to what happened was the best example of humanity.
Jim Carrey was recently handed a wrongful death lawsuit.
I'm on a manic high right now.
I don't want to be this character anymore. It's too much for me.
There's no meaning to any of this. On the good foot. Ha!
I didn't know it was real or not real.
Who the hell is Jim Carrey?